Hello and welcome. I'm your host Elizibar. We're going to talk about Full Gear and just kind of rank the matches and give my very brief impressions on the different matches that occurred. Overall, I had a lot of fun watching the pay-per-view. I thought there was a lot of really cool stuff that happened. Some of the just moves that got pulled off were great. Some of the matches I had a real kind of investment emotionally in. So let's just start off. I mean, here, look, you can see all around here, all around my head. There's all this cool stuff. Like people were hyped up, the energy was there, the pyrotechnics were on point, production values were great. Now we're going to rank these matches. There were 9 matches in total. This one I skipped. I don't usually watch women's wrestling, so I cannot rate this. I don't know if this was good or bad. I just went right over it. So with that out of the way, let's dive in, right? And I totally clicked the wrong thing. There we go. Boom. So number 8, the match I least cared about and least enjoyed was this. So over here on this side, you got Cody and Pac. Over here, you got Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo. And I don't know why either of these feuds are still going on. Let me just be honest. I don't know why over here Pac is still feuding with Andrade El Idolo. Don't know why that's happening. They've already wrestled, what, like 3 times or something? Like, this should be over with. I don't feel whatever they're going for there. Now, there is the whole FTR versus Lucha Bros thing that's kind of tied in with this, and that's a much more compelling part of the story, I think. And then Pac versus Malachi Black. Malachi Black beat Cody, and everybody Cody knows, like, he just beat them all up. He's just like, I'm going to beat you and all your friends up. And he did it. And then Cody beats him, like, what, 1 time or something? And whatever. You know? That feels like that should be over with. I don't know why that's still going. I don't know why Andrade El Idolo is like tied in with Malachi Black. Maybe this is going somewhere cool. I don't know. There were some really cool moves being pulled off. Andrade did this great tornado off of like the top rope. It was just like, whoa. As soon as I saw it, I was just like, ah, you know? That's an exaggeration, but you kind of get where I'm going, I hope. And I was looking at the picture over here, and I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get what they're going for with this feud. Um, so maybe they're setting up like Cody versus Pac down the road or something when that inevitably falls apart and Pac wants to beat everybody up. I don't know. It doesn't feel natural, and I'm not buying what they're selling with it. So that's why this match is at the bottom. Oh, also, like, the crowd is like booing Cody and stuff, and frankly, I gotta agree with them. Like Cody has been super lame ever since sometime last year, man. It just feels like Cody's phoning it in, which that's really weird. All right, next up, this. Here's another feud I don't buy. I never bought this. Like the Christian Cage. Oh boy, we could really go into that. Like the Frankie Kazarian Elite Hunter thing that just totally fizzled out. I don't even understand what that was. Like, was that just him wanting a vacation? I don't know. It sure feels like it. But yeah, this never really felt like all that compelling to me, and it really should. Like they've hyped it up so much, right? The Young Bucks, Jungle Boy, Adam Cole feuding with Jungle Boy. Like that's all like hyped up so much. I feel like I should really be into it, and I just wasn't. Now, that's not to say that the action in the match wasn't cool, because some great stuff happened when they like were out there like doing stuff on the ramp. Wow. And unsung hero of AEW, probably like the best guy for just getting into his role and executing it at 120% is Brandon Cutler, man. He has been wearing that stupid mask, wearing stupid tracksuits, and spraying stuff down with that cooling spray like a champion. And he's just doing it. He's doing it great. Oh, but it's really silly. I got to talk more about the whole elite thing later because my head is full of thoughts on that. Anyway, moving on. This was an okay match. I had fun watching it, but I wasn't emotionally invested into it. It was just kind of like I'm watching some cool stuff. Oh, and the whole Jungle Boy like taking the chair and braining Adam Cole at the end, like I don't know. That's not something good guys do. And Jungle Boy has been a face. If he's gonna like go villain on us, like I don't know how I feel about that. You know, feels weird. Boom. This probably should have been up higher in the list, but I had so much fun with other matches that it's down here at What is this? Number 6. CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. I liked watching him wrestle. I don't believe the feud. And because I don't really believe the feud, I wasn't invested in the match like I should have been. Although the like promo stuff they did, where like Eddie Kingston was accosting CM Punk in like a warehouse, like the warehouse area in the back of an arena or something, at the end of one of the Dynamites, like that was a lot of fun. The match itself, competently executed, good time watching it. Nothing really bad here. It just didn't stand out. Miro versus Bryan Danielson, let me check my list. Number 5. Yeah, again, just like the CM Punk Eddie Kingston match, it was competently executed. I had fun watching it. I think it went on maybe just a couple minutes too long, but at the end, I enjoyed it. And at least this match, like the story, kind of makes sense. I know Miro's like a substitute. That's okay. He did his job. It was cool. No complaints. Oh, we put that back up. And let's keep going, buddy. There we go. Now, this one surprised me. Like, I was just looking forward to watching the Lucha Bros wrestle, right? And then I actually watched this match, and they did a great job, and they did a great job. Everybody did a great job. This was just fun to watch. There's some moments in there where FTR, the way they were moving around the ring, like being stunned or whatever, looked a little too goofy. But I actually am kind of invested in these two tag teams feuding. And I didn't think I'd say that because FTR's first run as the tag team champions in AEW, like, I didn't enjoy watching any of that. This, I enjoyed. It was kind of stupid, kind of fun, had a dumb ending, and I kind of liked it because of that. All right, let's see. What do we got next? Number 3, the top of the card. I like watching Kenny Omega wrestle. You would have thought I would have put this at number 1, but no. This didn't make it to number 1. This match went on maybe a couple minutes too long. It had a pretty good emotional impact. I think everybody in the world saw Hangman Page winning coming from a year ago. And I have more thoughts about this story than I'm going to go into here. But the match was a lot of fun. Hangman Page busting out a one-wing angel on Kenny. Trying to do that move. Like, that was pretty cool. V-triggers left and right. Again, that's why I say it probably went on a little too long, is just after you've hit somebody with so many knees to the head, at some point, human beings, like your brain just stops working, And I think they could have shaved like 5 minutes off this match, maybe 10, and still had just as much of a pop, just as much fan reaction, and kept the pace up with less of the, I'm going to lay here on the ground like it's an Okada match for 60 seconds before I get back up and we execute the next 2 moves and then lay down again. Okay, that's an exaggeration. This wasn't like an Okada match that just went on for forever, but it could have just, it could have really popped. It could have really, really popped. Not every match has to be a really long war. You can make a match quick and brutal. And speaking of just fast-paced, I couldn't stop watching it. Yeah. Darby versus MJF, man. I super believe this story. I really dislike MJF, his character, which means he's doing a great job as a heel. Darby, he's weird. He's kind of compelling. Seeing Sting beat people up with a baseball bat on the ramp, there was a lot to love here. And the payoff was, man, when the way it ended, good impact on me. Good impact. I definitely like this match. And. So that just leaves one match, right? Just one? What'd you think I was going to put as number 1? This was stupid, and it was fun, and I had a blast. So on the one side, you got all 5 members of the Inner Circle, not counting associate temporary members like Mike Tyson. I don't know how that worked out. And on the other side, you got America Top Team, like 3 dudes who actually beat people up. 2 dudes and their boss. And then you got Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. I don't really like Scorpio Sky as a villain. It doesn't really befit his character. I liked him. I thought he was way cooler doing all the stuff with SCU, tag team with Frankie Kazarian. But, everything in this match was just fun. They beat each other up with stupid things. They busted out a bunt cake pan, for crying out loud. How can you go wrong with a bunt cake pan? You can't. And everything here was just fun. The Minneapolis part is the bunt cake pan, the hockey stick. Apparently they just busted out stuff invented there, including toasters. And everybody had a good time. There was good drama. There was a little bit of comedy. everything you could want in a wrestling match, along with some good physical moves, mostly carried out by the younger members of the Inner Circle, Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. You know, I don't think anybody expected Dan Lambert to go do something physically amazing, but you know what? He did his job, he did it well, and he sold everything. Everybody sold everything. It was good. It was good. Very emotionally satisfying stuff. So those are my rankings for the 9 matches at Full Gear. Well, I guess only 8 of those got rankings, but those are my rankings, and I stand by them. And if you disagree with me, you're entitled to do so, and it's probably cool that you do, because if we all like the same stuff, it'd be a really boring world we live in. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below.